Hey, how are you folks doing? Welcome to Thursday afternoon. And I'm so glad to see you. And make sure, let me know in the comments that you can hear me and see me since I'm a little rusty at doing lives. And I currently have a cat that wants to come jump in my lap. How are you folks all doing? I see that Rita is canning ugly chicken. Or where's she at? There. See, everybody see my cat. Well, that's good to multitask. I wish I could multitask while I'm here with you. And Teresa came and said hello. And we got Lisa modding for me. Thank you. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, people. It really helps my channel because it will tell YouTube that you really like the content of this channel. And we got Barb from Barb's Country Home. Welcome. And we got Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. She has a nice channel if you want to learn how to crochet hats. And she is a very giving person. Excuse me 1 second. All right. Now that we're alone, let me see. Anybody can hear me? I'm so far behind the chat now. I don't see anybody saying yes, they can hear me yet. Well, there's Danny from Wicked Awesome Gardening. Good afternoon. And then we got Lila. Good afternoon. And Linda. Thank you. And we got Jerry's family. Yeah, from Butler's Family Farm. And we got My Granny's Garden. Welcome. And we got, oh, Teresa is here. Hi. And then we got Virginia, who lives in the same state I do, just on the other side. And we got Suburban Hillbilly. Welcome. Yes, that is awesome. I thought you were saying that you had 6 cats. I was about ready to have a heart attack. I have only 3 in the house. I'm not going to tell you how many I have outside. And if you haven't seen, if you've followed Danny's channel, oh, I feel so bad for her trying to buy this property that she has trying. Anything that will go wrong has happened for her. And we got Wendy from Hardneck Farms. And we got Susanna Goulet. I need to move snow. Oh, we only got like 3 inches and it started raining yesterday. So, boo. Then we got Glenda from Grace and Fire. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I know you said you were going to have to leave. And we got Jane Doe. That's a unique name. Just saying. All right, Lisa finally said she can hear me. Jerry said you can hear you. All right. I guess you can see me. Yes. Keep the emojis to 3 or less because YouTube will think more than 3 is a spam. And we want this channel to be keep straight. And we got Little Ridge Farm. Good to see you. Oh, here comes the hearts. Thanks, Jesse and Lisa. I appreciate you guys. And we got Beverly Moffat. Hi, how are you? Thanks, Kimberly. Oh, I know. I picked a bad time of day. Loud and clear. Well, that's great. Since a couple of my videos lately, people say I need to speak up. He was on our fence. Oh, that's great. Oh, we got Linda in here. Welcome. And Linda, hi. And we got Beth Cornett. No relation to Jim Bodette. No, that's been dead. Never mind. It just rhymed. And we got Rebecca's Artistic Adventures. Welcome. We got Mrs. Lazy Days, busy in the shipping department over at Lazy Days Ahead. I need to go check them out if you're not already a friend, but I'm sure you are because you're coming from their channels. All right, I feel like I'm behind already. And we got Grandma Grows. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. And I guess I'm all caught up because everybody's saying hello. All right. Well, I had nothing planned. I just felt like I just haven't been on a live with you guys and what, since September? That's been a while. So I just wanted to, you know, reconnect with you guys. And we have Treasure Hunter. Hello. Welcome. We got Old Nance. Hi. And we got Barb Brownlee. Hello, hello. And we got Paul's Kitchen. Afternoon. I picked this time of day because, well, I thought it would be convenient to go after Jesse. And also, it's during the time where I might not see my husband and he might not want a meal, even though he just left. So it was perfect timing. Hi, Byron. Yeah, wow. Byron, good afternoon. I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, what is my favorite type of quilting fabric? Well, it's obviously cotton. You have to have good quality cotton to make quilts, at least I think. And I like Moda. I like um, Riley Brake. There's all kinds of brands. Hi, Susan. I know where Mechanicsburg is. I used to work there at Wendy's and yeah, just Wendy's. When I started with Wendy's, I started the Wendy's on the Pike. So, and the other Wendy's that was there got shut down this past year. So sad. So yeah, I like good quality fabric because quilts, if you make them good enough, they will outlast you. So I try not to buy the cheaper stuff because you want it to last, especially if you're going to put all that time into making a quilt. Do you have a room with quilting fabric in it? You said a room. I might have a couple rooms with fabric in. I have a couple totes in my bedroom, a couple totes in the spare bedroom, and in my sewing room, I have a few totes. I have some fabric from the 30s. I would like to get some Civil War fabric. The Quilt Club, we're planning a trip to Gettysburg in May, and hopefully that store has some fabric that is reproduction from Civil War time. A few years ago, they did a quilt from that decade. It was Civil War prints, and it was pretty. That's right, Cindy. You'll never be sorry when buying quality fabric. Except my husband says we can't eat fabric. Apparently, I was buying too much at one time, but I came into hitting a lottery the other week. That's why I didn't get too many videos up that week. I had my neighbor call me up and say that my favorite quilt shop just had a water main break, and they had at least 700 bolts of fabric that needed to be done something with, and apparently they were giving it away. So I called up one of my friends and said, this is what's going on. She said, when can you get here? So we went up and I was able to get roughly 30 bolts of fabric. My husband's like, oh, you won't have to buy any anymore. Yeah, right. You got to have stuff to coordinate with it. But I was very blessed. Batiks, I haven't really got into batiks yet, but my mother-in-law made a quilt for my husband for Christmas, and it's beautiful. So I might try some batiks. They just feel a little thin to me. I don't know. But I like how you can match stuff with batiks. You got Yeah, I got online. Yeah. Let's hope we don't have any issues in this live because I have not had a live where I had something not go right. Like I got dropped off one time. Yeah. I don't even want to go back. Spoonflower. Yes, I would love to do that, but that is pricey. I would like to do a picture of my mother-in-law's Pomeranian that she just got and make fabric out of that. That'd be so cute. She's not even 2.5 pounds. She's like maybe 6 or 8 weeks old now. So yeah. And that quilt shop's not even, well, hello. Not even open yet. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, I felt like I won. Hey Jamie, how are you? Yes, Wendy. Husbands don't get it. Oh. So that's one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel to be able to afford my quilting hobby, and be able to do quilts of valor and or maybe even just quilts, little throw quilts for foster kids because, they get thrown around so much. I think there is a quilt show next week. No, that's next month in Lancaster. I missed the one in Hershey. That they stop having that one. Now Jerry knows how it is. I'll like to see her quilt someday, Jerry. Hey Charlene, how are you? Welcome. Here is a old debate. For dressmaking, I just found out that you should wash your fabrics before you make the dresses. So apparently I never thought about that. If the fabric's going to bleed, you might want to wash it beforehand. But there's sizing in the fabric, so I never washed it because I want that firmness. It's good to see you. Oh, Kelly S is in here? Oh. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, she doesn't know if anybody actually has a real channel, but yeah, we're going to share you guys out. All right. Oh, hi, blind guy, his wife, and their life. Yeah, even if you don't know how to quilt, just make a 4-patch and see if you like it. I mean, it's not that hard. The farm show. We used to go every year, but it's the same thing every year. And farm show milkshakes are sold throughout the year at different places. So we go to this year we didn't go, or the last year, to the Farmer's Farm Show. That's in York the same week. And it's more geared towards farmers and farm equipment and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I've heard that about vinegar. I try to put vinegar in my wash to begin with sometimes because they say that's like fabric softener. Washing now because they coat with sizing, prevent mold prevention chemicals. I have quilts that my great-grandmother made for her quilt group. Still use on my bed. A couple of others where they were used paper on the inside. Wow. I went to a quilt shop the other week on the way to the vet, and this lady just happened to be bringing in a quilt that was over 250 years old. I wish I took pictures of it, but I was just trying to experience this quilt. It had cotton hulls in it instead of just cotton for the batting, and it laid perfectly flat, and the binding was like this thin or on the outside. And the lady that runs the quilt shop, she's like, I don't even know how they could have done that. I was like, after 250 years, I'd be laying on my back too and flat. But it was a gorgeous quilt. It looked like some kind of stars. Lori, I haven't been west of the Mississippi ever in my life. Sad to say. Yes, Little Ridge Farm. I've yet to learn your name. I just started hearing about you and your fire, so we'll pray for you. And I know Simply Jam Homesteads has a GoFundMe page for Little Ridge Farm. So we'll lift you up. You're working on your 4th hexagon quilt, paper pieced. I have yet to do one, but they're my mother-in-law's favorite quilts to do too. Who knew? They are hard. Yeah, I've yet to buy color catcher sheets. I need to buy some for Lazy Days Ahead quilt to send to her. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a debate if you're supposed to wash it or not. I just know I rarely want to wash them. I've wanted to learn how to quilt, but the farm is a lot for me. I hear ya. I'm lucky that my husband doesn't make me go out to the barn so much. Yeah, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up, people. Color sheets are just something you throw in the wash, and they're supposed to prevent the fabric from bleeding. Like, I would wash reds and blacks, but I don't try to use black in my quilts anyhow because they're the ones that are most treated for dyes in them. So they're gonna lose their color faster than anything. At least that's what my mother-in-law tells me. It makes sense to me. I have absolutely loved watching you. Aw. Yes, I just feel like when I'm trying to teach you in the canning videos, I want to make sure you don't leave without wondering, you know, what else it needs to be done. Or I don't know, there's always you can watch the same topic like canning beef. You can watch 10 different canning beef videos, but did they all teach you the same thing? And which steps did they leave out? Or like a lot of canners don't even show you how they prep the stuff. And that always frustrated me. Well, hi Renee. Congratulations. I just want to tell you folks that Renee just got all her hours in to be monetized and she has her 1,000 subscribers. So that is a big accomplishment for a YouTuber. And it only took her 10 months. So I want to congratulate Renee on that. Oh, bye, Lila. Thanks for being here. All right, Lori. I'll have to tell my husband if we ever get off the farm. We haven't had a day off the farm since our honeymoon. Almost 6.5 years ago. Yeah, they're in the laundry section here, the color catchers. Yeah, if I was that old, I'd be flat too. Hi, Amelia. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, we're staying warm. I think it's 42 here today, and the snow's melting. So, what kind of quilts I make? Well, so far I've made a couple full size that I've actually sold, or twin size. And those were just either blocks with end blocks or stars and 4 patches. I'm on a new computer, so I don't have pictures of them. Then I have my quilt that I'm still working on for my bed yet. I've been quilting 4 years and still don't have a bed with a quilt. It's a Wyoming block, and they're 15-inch squares, and there's 25 of them. I just need to get that on the quilt frame. I guess you guys might see that. M6. Somehow I'm not getting that comment. Well, Jamie, I think we live close enough that might actually happen. At least if I remember right. Yep, remember to smash that like button. Oh, I just realized my phone was off. There we go. Yeah, make sure you're watching the ads. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say what that was all about. That's a oh. All right. It's all right. And then I've done a couple throws because my husband, when he comes in from the barn in like 20-degree weather all day, he is freezing because we have global, we have geothermal. And so it just doesn't feel warm enough in here for him. Well, thanks, Tina. I appreciate you. We got a pre-washer. Good to know. See, maybe I'll do it someday. I just don't know. I feel like I'm behind the chat now. Yep. Renee got inspired by the 5 things I'll can and 5 things I'll never can again. I started watching those too, just this week. The Aku Quilt Lives. Sorry, I'm just reading chat here. Well, Virginia, I'm going to have to buy some for me. So, other quilts. I know I just got the bulb die of the canning jar. So, with my stash of fabric, I might be making some canning mats. So that might have been my big announcement that Jesse was talking about. I would like to do that, is make some canning jar mats for you to sell. Well, hi, Squirrel Madnik Fishing and Outdoors. Welcome in. I do both, Jerry. I have only started doing a hand quilting on maybe a 4x44-inch square just to get my hands wet in it, but I have a long arm. That it's a Handy Quilter 16, and it's a 10-foot frame that I have. See, watching I've been having this problem of finding too many quilt patterns and not enough time to do. Hi, Brampton Garden, Shell. How are you? We're just talking about quilting. We'll blame it on Tiff. She got us on. You're doing fine, Suburban Hillbilly. I think your name's Tiffany, if I remember right. See, I'm reading that wrong. I thought you said quilt today instead of quit. Am I caught up? Yeah, I will have to vote for it to come back because somehow I got it. And we see Chuck's in here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Yeah. Now Chuck has a funny channel. Or well, at least some of his videos are funny. They're actually meant to be funny. It's not Tiffany? Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh. I'll learn this afterwards. All right, I'm caught up. I'm so thankful that my mom was a quilter and has taught quilting for so long. She has taught me. That is a blessing because my mom was a mender and never sewed a thing in her life, except for she hand pieced a quilt. And after 55 years, I started learning how to quilt and I quilted it for her. Let's just say it was a pattern that it didn't lay flat. It was like this. It was like bowls. Oh my. I had to spray starch on the whole quilt before I could start. Looking back, I should have basted it better. But my mom was happy because her quilt was finished after 55 years, or at least 50 years. They're about because she started before they got married, and they're about to celebrate their 56th wedding anniversary next week. Hey, Tony Renee. Welcome. It's good to see you. So, 55 years or 56 years. And speaking of which, my dad's grandparents were married 79 years and 10 months. Can you imagine living that long, let alone being married to somebody? And I didn't know that was a Guinness Book of World Record if we would actually have applied for it, because I was in high school when they passed away. And I can remember where I was the day I got the phone call that my great grandmother, LMA, passed away. They got married at the age of 16 and 18, and they got married the day after they had premature twins, and twins passed away. They were able to raise 4 girls and 1 son to adulthood. The son went off to World War II and came back. Then he was the first one to pass away at 60 from cancer. And my great-grandfather, he was a general contractor, and they built anything from an outhouse to a church. So, congratulations, 64. 0, but out of 53. Oh, hold on. All right. So, and in the nursing home, my great grandmother would accuse my great grandfather of going down the hall and making babies with other women. So, there are characters. And I remember my father saying at their 75th wedding anniversary party that he wasn't coming back to until they had celebrated 100 years. Hey, Nick, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't exactly think I'm over this egg roll, but I feel better. I taught myself starting out a 9-patch pillow, then a twin size. That's how I started, except the 9-patch was a table runner. Yeah, you start out small and you get addicted. Yeah, so that's just a testament of what role modeling I have for having a great marriage, right? You just work things out. I mean, my great grandparents, they started their family during Great Depression. I mean, they were married in 1916. So, and the Great Depression was what, 29? So, my grandmother would probably have been 13 when the Great Depression started. So, yeah, my great grandfather, he with his contracting, my father worked for him, and he said that they never got laid off work because my great grandfather was always, you know, pushing the envelope to make sure they had jobs. Oh, it jumped. Well, hello, Tony, Kettle Kitchen. And if anybody wants to go help him out on his channel and watch some of his videos and lives, he would really appreciate that. He only needs so many more of those hours to get monetized. All right. Tony Renee just started scrap busting quilt. Was falling apart. Oh, I love half square triangles. It's the quarter square triangles that I don't find it thrilling, but I have a quilt that I'm about to make that is nothing but half square triangles. So that might be fun. All right, Kelly, I tend to think my parents as a good example of what not to do in marriage. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. Yeah, you just in a good marriage, you just want to put each other on a pedestal and just think of what I can do better for my mate. It's not about what the other person can do for you, it's what you can do for your mate. Like how for Howard, I'm obviously making him good food. And I think that's one of the things he loves about me is because I am cooking for him. His mom, not so much. She let things burn up. So crazy quilts. So also when he's busy on the farm and calls me and says, "Hey, are you busy?" I say no because I feel like whatever he has that needs to be done is more important than whatever I'm doing, even if it is cooking supper or something. Crazy quilts. I just haven't. Maybe it's my ADD and how I need to have things in order. Oh, thanks, Jamie. I appreciate you. I was gifted a Oh yeah, I have a few of those. I People just find out you're a quilter and everybody wants to give you fabric. Did I miss something? Oh, I think yeah, Chuck's a good example of a good marriage. He knows that you have to have God first. Also, that's another thing that helps with a marriage is you both respect the Lord and the order of what the marriage is all about. My husband wanted 50-50. I think he got more than that, but well, thanks, Wendy. Hello from Wisconsin. Well, I try to be down to earth because I don't know how to fake being. Everything's great. No, life's. I'm sure Blenda's very patient. I think I'm very patient too. I'm sure Blenda thinks the same thing of you, that you're patient with her. Yeah, I mean, I try to think that, we're all just friends and, yeah, I'm trying to do at least one block a day, see how that far gets me. Oh, now I know why everybody says the comments jump. Love you too, Lisa. Yes, God is always first. In fact, our theme of our wedding was First John. Yeah, First John 4:19. There we go. Because he loved us first. See, 6.5 years later, I can still remember that. And that whole chapter is all about love. And yeah. Yes. God comes first, then your spouse, kids, family, maybe a job before friends. I don't know. I always thought when I was single, I was always putting my job before anything else. And now I'm happy that I don't have. Well, now I have a husband that I worship. No, not worship, but you know what I mean. I truly love. Well, hello, world, whole new world perspective. If you don't know Crystal's channel, you need to go check her out. She she's so real and she has this open collab for canning. And I know if you've seen the tags on my last canning videos of Jara 2023, she just wants everybody to put things in jars. And we should be all doing that with not knowing if it's going to be on the shelf at the grocery store, you know? You've been studying John. God mentions love 29 times. I'm going to have to go look that up now. I'm glad you brought that to my attention. I saw Heather Lynn in here somewhere. There you go. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn. Good afternoon. Well, hello, a new start homestead. Welcome in. And there's Deborah. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. Well, hello, Wendy. Good to see you here. And Tony, you successfully processed 16 pints of ugly chicken for the first time. Yay! Now we just got to get you on hot pack. I don't know. It's just a preference. I prefer hot pack. But congratulations, Tony. That's probably the third thing he's ever pressure canned. Yeah, Wendy, he's not. you can't send him super chats and all that kind of stuff. Or super thanks. I forget who sent me a super thanks the other day, but if they're in here, thank you so much. God first, family second, everything else is in the background. Show folks your life. Show your life through how you show them the God. And I hope you guys see how God shines through me. That's probably my life goal, is to be able to shine for Christ and be able to know that if you have God first in your life, you're happy. Tony, are you trying to speak up? Oh, Jerry didn't know what ugly chicken was. Yeah, it's raw pack. It's just when you're stuffing the cubes of chicken in the jar, making sure it's one head space, and slapping the lid on and putting it in the canner. So, are you got a delay today? We're just gonna call you Tiffany till I know your real name. I'm sorry. That's just me. Yeah, I have to have food that looks pretty. And I guess that's why I hot pack my beef too. But I don't understand why I haven't hot packed pork yet. Maybe because I'm just done after I cut off a 10-pound pork butt. I'm just, yeah. Maybe that's why I haven't hot packed pork yet. But I have enough pork for a while since. Oh, there's Mike. Hi, MB Heritage Farms. Good to see you. Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? You remind me of her. Oh, that is so nice of you. I was just thinking about Proverbs 31, where she works with her hands in delight. And if you want to know anything about chickens, you need to go to MB Heritage Farms. Go to his channel and he has the prettiest chickens. Well, Lisa, you did that to yourself. And if you don't know who Norman is, she raises Kune pigs, and Norman was the last of the ones that she didn't sell, and well, she fell in love with Norman, and now he's a therapy pig. And you will have to go check out her channel to see Norman and his adventures. It cracks me up. Oh, Tiffany. I don't know. It's gonna bug me. Yeah, Tiffany at Mud and Mascara. I know her name's. I don't know. Yeah, there are lots of great channels in here. I can't believe there's 58 people in this chat. Oh, you guys are awesome. You've had Idaho pasture pigs. See, growing up on the farm, we only had Yorkshires, Hampshires, and Duroc. Oh, Lisa, it says, oh, well, now it says 61 here too. Well, who knew? Well, make sure everybody's hitting those thumbs up, people. Maybe we'll get to 100 thumbs up. Yeah, I don't know. It just says 8 on my end of thumbs up. But anyway, I have squares cut out for my quilt, but to finish. Oh, well, you need to get back at it. I know it's hard to have more than starts with an R, so it's Rebecca. Maybe. Yeah, I have maybe 4 or 5 projects started. 76. All right. Yeah, maybe we can get to 100 before we stop. I don't think it's a problem, right? So, yeah, me and ADD. Let's see. I did a 6. Yeah, I should have brought him in here. A 16-inch woven square. I forget what it's called. Block, and then I didn't like it, so I did it again because I wanted to hand quilt it and put that in the fair. So maybe I'll just do another one because they look so cute. And then I bought at the Salvation Army sale 20 12-inch Ohio stars that are in vintage fabrics. So I made 3 Ohio stars just like them. And I don't know how many more I'm going to do. Maybe at least 10 to make it like a throw. And quilt that. I think those fabrics were so pretty. Oh, there we go. Tony's going to have his anniversary live because he's saying that's his 1 year anniversary on YouTube, even though that's my parents' 56th wedding anniversary. So he's going to have a giveaway for having 1,100 subscribers, even though I say he should just wait and do a monetization giveaway. But, that you have to have some watch hours. But yeah, make sure you're checking out everybody's channel in here. Yeah, it was what, $20 for 20 Ohio square block. Like, I just feel bad for these people that never finished their projects. Like that hand quilting project I did a short on the other week. Or yeah, the other day. It's so yeah, maybe I should tell myself to slow down and have it many projects I have because I got my queen size quilt to put on the long arm. I'll finish them. Maybe you should guys keep me accountable. Or just encouraging me to do these shorts. Oh, Lisa's got to go. Yeah, she told me. She got an appointment. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by and helping. Sometimes I feel like gathering, crafting materials, and actually crafting are 2 separate hobbies. We won't tell my husband that, but a lot of people do agree with that. Well, thanks, Lori. You want to have a quilter bee? My quilt club, they did a challenge last year. Every month, you're supposed to bring a finished project. I didn't even try. There was 3 people that actually won, and they all got $10. I'm like, wow. Oh, quilting is not hard. There's a whole different kinds of quilting, and that's what slowed me down from even starting because I was just like, how do you put colors together and all this other stuff? Well, let me tell you, I learned. Just Joe, hi. I rarely find anyone live, so I'm happy to have made it to your live. Love your channel. Thank you. I'm trying to see what your avatar is. Is that a goat? Yeah, I can't tell. I'm sorry. It looks like a um alpine goat. Barb, I'm gonna do that sometime when I actually have them in the same room that I'm in. I was gonna do the show from the quilt room, but then I thought my microphone's in this room. Quilting is easy sometimes. It's harder to go sleep at night. See, I can't quilt when I'm sleepy or sick. I tried to quilt last week when I was half sick with a head cold. It was terrible. Is Tess in here? Oh, good afternoon. I just love Tess. I've been watching her for at least a couple dog years. Let me tell you. She lives like 2 hours from me. So I just love watching Tess. Loved your handballs you made. Thank you. Tess, have you ever done a video on handballs? I was going to look, but I didn't want to be intimidated if I, watched yours and had to do them. But we did them for the video. I did them with hamburger and ham. And then the other 2 nights ago, I did them with pork sausage, loose sausage, and ham. Let me tell you, we didn't. They were good. They just weren't as good. So I suggest hamburger. Yep, we're neighbors. I like how we joke that we're gonna come eat each other's houses. Who knows? Maybe someday. I have my grandmother's old quilt square that hung in from the ceiling, 5x5. It's hanging above my bed with dried flowers and herbs. Oh, quilt square. Let me think about that. Well, good day, Annette. Yeah, it's what, 7 o'clock there? I looked it up just so I could tell Daz what time I was coming on here, but then I was like, don't know. I quilt. I wish I could do that while I'm doing this. That'd be too distracting. So I could possibly send you a little fabric from my stash in a few weeks. Go right ahead. I have not done those. Oh. I guess. Yeah, I just like showing Pennsylvania Dutch food on my channel. One day I want to do hog maw, but I'm not sure if anybody would watch it because that was one of my favorite dishes growing up. And hog maw is just the stomach of a pig, and you just put in cubes of potatoes and loose sausage, and it's basically it, if I remember right, and salt and pepper, I guess. And the casing of the pig stomach just makes the potatoes light and soft or fluffy. It steams them, and it's so good. Well, thanks, Jerry. Oh, it jumped again. 89 likes. You guys are awesome. Hog maw. My dad put potatoes, smoked sausage, and cabbage. See, my mom, I don't remember the cabbage, but that sounds good as well. You're originally from Pennsylvania? That's great. I think, yeah, hog maw was a favorite. Chicken corn soup. That's definitely a favorite. Oh, I'm missing somebody here. Freckled and Fugle. Welcome in. Good to see you here. Did I miss anybody else? I'm not used to being able to talk to myself here. Wendy's leaving. Bye, Wendy. Always trying to downsize the stash. Yeah, I would watch that. Oh, the Hog Maw. Thank you. Oh, I love that cookbook. Do you oh, we roast it well, I eat anything as a kid, but the stomach when it comes out of the oven, it is so crispy. It's kinda like chicken skin, like, but it's I don't know how to describe it. I haven't had hog maw in so long. I think it's since my husband and I were dating, so it's been a while. I would do slippery pot pie, but my husband hates it. I might just do it and send it to another f family that lives on this road or this lane, but the ones that live right up the road or the hill from us, she has celiac. I can't pronounce it. Disease where you can't have gluten. Hi, Nitty Honey. Well, that's a cute name. One of these days I'll learn to knit. Me, my sewing I need to do is hemming some pants, skirts that fit loose to lose. Yeah, I hear ya. I'm starting to not fit in my dresses right now, and I'm thinking I should walk. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, we need to work on getting some watch hours here. Oh, Janice, I didn't even see you come in. Oh, well, bye. Janice is so nice. Did I miss something? What are Chad twisters? If I'm even saying that right. Would love some different quilting fabric. Oh, and that if you didn't live in Australia, let me tell you. Lisa, I thought you left. 94 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Yeah, let's not talk about losing weight. First of me would just start another channel and just see if I could. Yeah, I've watched channels where they lose 100 pounds or tried to on their channel, and they get down to 50. Then I have lost 50 pounds at one time on Weight Watchers, but now do I want to go down this road? It's so hard with my husband needing so many calories and so many carbs, and I don't. And you know how much I love to cook my food. So, yeah, that's the struggle I find. Well, hello, Augustina Gerardo. I hope I even got that half right. Well, hello. What did you find? What did Jesse found? All right. Yeah, Jamie, I like to eat too. Oh, me in these comments. Yeah. 98 thumbs up. All right. You guys are awesome. You guys, oh, this chat. Well, I'm glad you can multitask. Oh, you guys are awesome. 100. Yay. You guys are awesome. Well, I guess, yeah, I'll continue to cook like I did for you guys. I actually saw a comment on my handballs video the other day that I needed to reduce the sugar in my handball recipe and the carbs. I was like, this is a classic dish. I'm not gonna mess it up. Then the comment right under it said, "Oh, I can turn this into keto dish." I was like, that's a great idea. Oh, Crystal, we will be praying because once it's in the liver, yeah, 34. years old. Yeah, we'll be praying for her. My uncle passed away from liver cancer. So, yeah, it wasn't good. You don't last a year after you have liver cancer. I live in Maine and we have issues with the storms. Oh, well, God bless. I hope I can help. Got a canning question to put out there. Has anyone canned pickled eggs with pickled beets? I don't think that's safe. I'm pretty sure it's not. You could if you were a commercial canner and you had the proper equipment, but I think they last just as long in your refrigerator than you would to can it. So, yeah, there's no proof. Yeah. One of these days, hey, Tony and Joni. Now, that's a channel you guys should watch. Like, that Tony and Joni are building a house in Canada. And I forget where they live, but it's cold. And they're building this cabin while they are living in a tent. And yeah, just watching their videos of their progress just is mind blowing. Jill, hi Jill, love your channel. Your husband is quite the character, hilarious. I canned chicken from your video. Haven't tried it yet. You've made my day. Oh, well, I'm glad you canned that chicken, and I can't believe you're waiting to open that. I'm sure if you just canned it yesterday, but if it's been a week or two or maybe a month, just start using it. When I baked it for the first time in that video, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now I'm just like, wow, I am never going back to boiling chicken before I can it. Hey, Holly. She is from Eastern Ontario. Well, I'm glad you're here. I think Creeksides are close to Ontario. No, I'm not even going to guess where they're from, but they have a great channel. Sorry, I'm just reading comments here about the Amish. Speaking of Amish, I have a prayer request for you guys. I went up to Belleville with my husband last Saturday, and the Amish man that gave me those tomato seeds that I've talked about on my channel a couple of times, which I'm going to mail out soon to anybody that's giving me their address, he had a farming accident. He's a dairy farmer, and they were harvesting corn, and how they cut the stalks down and then put it onto the wagon. Well, he was on the wagon and he fell off the wagon and the wagon ran over him. So he was laid up in a hospital for a couple weeks and he's back to farming. He's just moving a little bit slower. So I want to lift Benny Peachy up in prayer because I think he needs it. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a great guy. So if you have room for another prayer, Benny Peachy needs some prayers for his recovery. I mean, I was impressed to see him standing because apparently the accident happened right after we were up there the last time, which was a couple weeks ago, maybe 8. Excuse me. Apologize for having to cough. So yeah, lift him up in prayer because he looked like he had lost some weight, and I would too if I had to lay in the hospital. Then my husband and I, after we left that farm, were like, "How did they call for 911?" Because I guess somebody actually had ran to their telephone that's along the road. So you heard about that from your friends? It is a small world. Yeah, I didn't hear about it till his son told us while we were unloading his order. So Just finished insulating the kitchen finally. I hope Joni is excited for that because I would be too. So it's Benny. Ben Peachy. Am I not saying it right, or is it just my? Yeah, farm accidents happen all the time. Like, I just worry about my husband all the time. The things I've seen him do. Oh, so yeah, we'll also pray for Creekside so they can get their cabin done sometime. Do I can corned beef? It's not tested approval, but I do it just because I don't see it being unsafe because it's already pickled and I don't know why I have to justify why I do some rebel canning. You just won't see it on my channel. But my husband just loves canned corned beef. Yeah. But yeah, my husband loves it. In fact, I think I might have it for supper this week. Hey, Carol. My day is going well. And I hope your day is going well as too. So, yeah. Let's see. We're an hour in. So, I hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm glad I finally got the nerve to come on here and do lives. I'm going to try to do them more often. I don't know if I should set a certain day to do them, like maybe every 2 weeks. I just don't feel like I have the strength to do it every week. But yeah. All right, Tony. Some things aren't proven unsafe. They just haven't been tested. Like, yeah, they can't possibly test everything. You're right, Tony. I just, I just want to make sure I'm not showing you something that there is a risk involved, you know? Thanks. We're going to take all the prayers we can get. 10 more inches of snow last night. Freezing rain today. Gotta love winter and building a home through it. Tony, I just admire you. Just getting that beam up the whole way across your 500-pound beam with 2 men and no equipment. Like, you have to go see that video. Like, I saw it right before bed. I'm just like, my heart was pumping. Like, I don't know how Joni could stand there and film. I'd be like crying because it was a nail biter. So yeah. Well, thanks everybody for stopping in and hanging out with me. Hope to get to know you guys a little bit better here since a lot of you like to quilt. And maybe I'll keep doing the shorts on my quilting. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do like quilting and sewing for shorts, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Kelly has her 2 cents here. All right. Start with what is approved and tested, and once you've been canning for a while and understand the whys and the science, rely on your own judgment. Yeah, my whole 105. My whole thing is I don't want to be held have a liability for showing something on YouTube that somebody made somebody sick. So, because I care about you guys and I want you to be around, What are quints? I missed something. More quilting, please. All right. Yeah, I'll have to make some. Maybe I'll get inspired today or tomorrow to make some and show off my new canning die, jar die. Yeah. So that's why you won't see me do Rebel Canning on my channel. There's maybe one I would do, but I'm still on the fence about it because I know some of my canning friends might hurt me. But yeah, I just want to keep you guys safe and just teach you the basics and how I do things. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad that we've gotten to hang out today. And what's coming up on the channel? Maybe I should talk about that. So, we're going to be participating in the Shelf Stable collaboration one last time. I don't have any more one more than that in me. And then we're going to be in a chili cook-off with Kettle Kitchen and Not for Nothing Homestead next month. And I think that's all the collaborations in February. I'm trying to say no to that because I feel like the last couple months it's been nothing but collaborations. And then in March, I'll be hosting Pies of March with Kettle Kitchen. We're going to have 31 days of pies. And they're not all going to be sweet pies. There's going to be some meat pies and whoopie pies. And yeah. And I'll be in Greg's Kitchens marching with casseroles. Looking forward to that as well. Yeah, it's a lot of pie and just in time for Easter since it's the second Sunday of April this year, which is the day after my husband's birthday. So that'll be a party weekend because the day after that is our anniversary of us becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. So we celebrate that because I'm that corny. Who needs watch hours? Here's a bunch of people. If I can remember them all. I know Kettle Kitchen needs watch hours, and My Table of Three needs watch hours. Oh, and I forget. I know there's a whole bunch of people that need watch hours. And I know Pike Creek Farm just got hers. Jesse, are you still in here? You might know a couple. But anyway. Yeah, we know Tony might need 130. And I'll be on his live stream with the music guessing next week. And I was on, 2 weeks ago? That was hilarious. Hello, Deborah. This and that. Yeah, Jesse, do you know anybody that needs watch hours? Let us know. I'm glad to see you here. Inquisitive Farm Wife. That's right. She needs watch hours. And I know they're probably pretty much close to 4,000 watch hours. It's work. Let me tell you. If it wasn't for this YouTube community that I have, but you know what? I just celebrated 25,000 watch hours the other week. That's just mind blowing. 25,000. And I thought 4,000 I would never get to. Okay, Nicole Smith, we'll be looking for her. Well, hello from the Heart Homestead. Welcome in. And I think we're just trying to wrap it up because, how did you become a part of a YouTube community? Well, you just start going to other people's channels like Garden State Gardener or Lazy Days Ahead. and they have lives, and you find out who you want to be friends with. And folks that do not have the watch hours still need watch hours. Just saying. Yeah. And when you get monetized, it's not like quick money. You don't make that much. Oh, you only have 103? I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to listen to me. The first 100 are the hardest to get. Then it's the first 1,000. Those are the hardest to get. Then you just here. I wanted to get up to boyfriend, girlfriend. I tease my husband referring to myself as his first wife. I've earned it after all. Do you know, I'm my husband's only girlfriend. And we'll leave it at that. Our boyfriend girlfriend anniversary is the same day as our wedding anniversary. We started dating 2 days after my husband's birthday. Then we got married 2 days after my birthday. We got married. It just happened to be that. Because we were engaged 5 months, and I picked the first weekend that he could get out of the field. And it just worked out. God was looking out for us that summer because, yeah, you can watch a video over and over. Just make sure you don't watch it more than the same, or replay it twice back to back. And then you can watch it like once a day, because I'm thinking they wouldn't count it if you hit the replay. But you can watch a video more than once. But that's why I make playlists. You are at 9:34. So yeah, 9:30. You're almost there. It's going to be a memory. My husband definitely had a girlfriend when he got married. My cat. Yeah, I hear that. When my husband and I went on our honeymoon, she went to the local garage shop, and there were some people standing there, and she said to the owner, "Oh, my husband ran off," or yeah, my husband. My mother-in-law said, "My son ran off with a married woman," and the two people that were standing behind her just looked at her. She had failed to tell him that her son got married. It was funny. We just support each other, because some people don't get as much. I used to start my longest playlist every night before I go to bed, and you can't watch the same channel all night before you play it. Like, you have to wait 3 days to go play another. Yeah. So, yeah, I haven't made my threshold for my ad sales to get a paycheck from YouTube this month, because revenue is down for the month. Like, they're paying us $2 less per 1,000. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but we'll find out. So, yeah. And you have to make $100 before they cut you a check. But all right. We're an hour, 75 minutes in. I think this will be a good spot to let you all go, and thank you for coming by, and I appreciate you all, and we'll have to do this again soon. See ya. Oh. Take care, everybody.